congrats to you two. Any deliberation between yourselves about the order you went?
Not at all. No, I knew Sheezel was going ahead of me. I wasn't told, but just knew. That was it.
Yeah, I had no idea. I actually thought it was George.
Oh,
But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Once we get to the club, it's just we're going to get to work, and it doesn't really matter what pick we were.
Yeah, and you guys probably knew for a little while now that you were both going to end up in blue and white. So now that it's official, how are you feeling?
Yeah, it feels great. We weren't 100% certain, but we had a good indication, and yeah, for it to officially happen, it's a great feeling, and we were wanting it to happen. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And George, for you, obviously you didn't play much in your top age season. You probably would have liked to get out there more, but considering you're still a top 5 pick, must be pretty rewarding.
Yeah, it is. I'm a little bit surprised, you know. If I didn't have those positive people in my year, I wouldn't know where I'm sitting. So I'm glad it's all over and I'm keen to get started.
You guys, the top draftees all have a lot of common history, but you guys go back a fair way, don't you? So where did you first meet? You know,
Yeah, so I think we played against each other first in under-9s. I was at Ajax, he was at St Peters, and we played against each other throughout SMJFL, our SMJFL careers. We played a bit of interleague together, and then recently Metro, yeah.
You're going to have a great 21st photo sort of montage. You've got there's a photo of you with Buddy looking like he can step on you.
Yeah.
You've got a photo with Sam Mitchell, and you've got. Tell us about the photo. Do you remember these photos?
I remember the one with Clark. I was a bit older.
Yeah.
That was at an airport after I think I went to watch the Hawks in Gold Coast, and we saw them. We were on the same flight. Yeah, it's probably better. It's in North colours now if we recreate it.
Yeah, you're obviously a mad Hawthorn fan growing up, and you have the 4-time premiership coach.
Yeah.
Coaching you. Does it feel a little bit weird?
No, not weird. It's really exciting. I've always looked up to Clark. I was a great coach, and yeah, to hopefully be playing under him, yeah, it's great.
Yep. And George, what's your club growing up?
I was a Bombers man, but I'm North now.
George, what did you gain from this year? Because you had that time out with your body. What did you gain from the frustration of that adversity?
Yeah, I think it was pretty important for me to learn that I can still have an impact on the culture despite not playing. So I did what I could at school and at Oakley level to try to build the culture and stay connected with the players.
George, was a little bit of trepidation about where you'd go in the end during the year, knowing that you couldn't put your best foot forward and you were struggling to get on the path?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if I didn't have these people who have done it before and who have all the experience in the world, I wouldn't really know where I'm sitting. So with those people, it was handy, and yeah, I'm glad I'm here now.
Is there anyone you wanted to name in that regard?
Paul Connors was huge. Obviously, he's done it so many times before, and he's obviously well connected with the team. So he was being positive in my ear and letting me know where I'm sitting. So without him, yeah, I know where I'd be. So glad.
When you're talking to clubs and you're obviously missing a bit of football, what are you kind of telling them to sell yourself in essence when your football can't do the talking? What are those conversations?
Yeah, well, it's not really selling myself. I'm just being honest about the situation. So they will have questions about my hamstring and stuff. So I answer them in honesty, and they've seen the results and they haven't shied away, obviously. So yeah.
Just on the hammies, George, are you good to go day one pre-season and for a full pre-season?
Well, I'll have to sit down with the North Melbourne team and we'll have to discuss our return to training. But at the moment, I'm feeling really good, and I've trained before, so we'll sit down, have a chat, and see where we are.
Harry, you've had a tough day. You didn't hear. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel fine. I don't really let that stuff get to me or anything. Obviously, I think the comments obviously are disrespectful and wrong, but yeah, I try and just focus on what I can control and the football especially.
Is that part of it? But how much pride do you have, with the mighty Ajax, that you are the first Jewish footballer in the AFL? I think for two decades. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. I'm just trying to be a role model now. I don't tolerate what's been said, and yeah, I'll probably stand up against that, but. Yeah, like I said before, it doesn't really affect me. I think it's wrong. The right action should be taken against those people. But yeah, I'll just focus on what I control.
But just how do you feel about it's a big moment for the Jewish community. And the Ajax Footy Club.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to be a role model, so I think it's more achievable for young players to make the AFL in the Jewish community. I'm not sure why it hasn't happened in the past, but yeah, hopefully I can be like an example for these kids in my journey for them to try and copy, and hopefully, yeah, we have more making the league in the near future.
Just with those photos, there's really nice photos of you with stars and everything. When do you have a sense of when you really started thinking, I want to look at the AFL? Do you have a moment when it really started, or has it been there just since you can remember?
Since I can remember, I've just always wanted to play AFL. I always had the inner belief that I would do everything that it took to make the AFL, but yeah, I probably had an idea where it was probably possible, probably last year during the championship game against Big Country. I was happy with my performance that game, and yeah, I think that set me in the right direction. Thanks, guys.